Hello everyone. Wanted to do a review of possibly two of the most iconic wristwatches that you can buy today. The two are at very different price points and marketed at two very different types of people. But I think if a collector or someone who's interested in watches was looking at getting a high-end watch, these are two that will definitely come on their radar at some stage or the other, and I wanted to just talk about them, and hopefully that will be of help to someone. So let's start with the Rolex Submariner. This is a watch that is aimed at divers or, well, modern day professionals who would just want looking for a Rolex to wear on a daily basis. I bought this watch almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, after having had the date version of this. And this has been the most worn wristwatch in my collection, and I love it because it's an everyday watch that you can wear for any function, and you could wear it into the beach, the sea, swim, snorkel, dive with it. It's a amazing watch. I think the price is somewhere around 7,000 or that dollars, and for that I think you get a lot of watch. You get the history of this brand, you get the reputation of a Rolex, you get the reliability and the serviceability of a Rolex, and you get the durability. The case is really well made, as you'd expect. Everything about this watch is very well made. The case has polished sides and brushed front. The bezel is razor sharp here in the edge. It's beautiful, very well made, and the Cerachrome bezel, the ceramic bezels, just shiny and just extremely dark black as the dial. The dial almost looks like it's lacquered. It's just so shiny, and the beautiful white gold hands and loom, whatever they're called. They're just nice and just reflect light very well. And the numbers on the bezel are engraved and blasted with platinum to give this really nice clean look. And the bracelet itself is just very well made, and the reason why I don't buy vintage Rolexes is mainly the bracelet. Some might disagree with me on this point, but for me a watch has to feel safe and secure and well made, and the older Rolex bracelets didn't give that confidence that these newer ones do. These are just extremely solid, very well made bracelets, and the clasp compared to the old steel stamp, this is a piece of engineering, almost over engineered piece of steel here. Just that's one safety feature, and then there's three real safety features. First there's the click, and then there's the latch here, and then there's the third level. So that's just very well made clasp, which you can also adjust by using the glide lock system. So you can have all this adjustment on the watch when you're going on holidays, or if you're diving, or on a very warm day when your wrist is expanding. So I find sometimes I'm actually all the way here, and then if I'm on holiday or on a really warm day, I could come up to here sometimes, or even here. So it's a really good watch. I'd definitely say that this is a watch that you should consider if you're buying something under that price range and you want something that you can wear every day. if you want to see what it looks like on the wrist. So that's it on the wrist. It's got a good thick chunky look to it. Actually, the bracelet isn't fitting too well, so as I already showed you, it's quite easy to make that adjustment. There you go, simple as that. And there's a beautiful Rolex Submariner, just quite chunky. If you're looking for something very under the radar to slip under a cuff, this may not be the watch for you. I find that the Cerachrom bezel or the edges of this bezel catch on shirt cuffs, and the watch tends to stay out sometimes, but it's really not a deal breaker. It's a really nice looking watch because it lacks the date bubble. It's still, you know, subtle. It's not very showy compared to, say, a regular Submariner date or a Sea Dweller or any of the other Rolex dive watches. That's the Submariner. So again, it's a great watch if you're thinking of getting one. Recommend it. So next up is this completely contrasting watch, the Patek Philippe